Okay, this is a shorter version of the bibliographies and citations video, so we're just looking at bibliographies. If you need more detail, please refer to the one that's on the website. Okay, so as a college, what we're using is APA. So what I'm going to get you to do is go onto your Word document on your laptops and pause this video. But before you do, just make sure when you open up a new document, you click on what we call a ribbon at the top and click on References, and then you're going to either select Manage Sources if it's there, or if you don't and you have a MacBook or a different version, please select Insert Citation. So go and pause the video and give that a go. Okay, so if you've now done that and you're back to the video, what I want you to do, if you used Insert Citation, I want you to drop that down and click on Add New Source. But if you didn't and just went on Manage Sources, then this next page will appear. So if you've got the Insert Citation, I want you to go to Add New Source. What will pop up is a screen that should appear like that if you're using Manage Sources, and then I want you to go select New. If you didn't and you went to Insert Citation, the next thing will appear. So if you use Manage Sources, go back and select New. So this should pop up right now, and where it says type of source, what we're going to have a practice with is a book. So we're going to use your humanities book that you use, the Year 7 one. And if it doesn't say book, I want you to click the drop down and make sure it says that. So we're going to cite that book, and on the cover you can see that we can already get some of the information. We can also get that off the cover page. Okay, so we can see that the title is Oxford Big Ideas Humanities 7, and the authors, there are a lot of them, but for this purpose we're only selecting one order. We're not going to go through the whole process of selecting many. And I know that Oxford is the publisher. But just to double check, what I do is I turn over the page and I find what is called the Verso page. So it's really important for librarians, this page. And I can see that it tells me that it was published by Oxford University Press in the yellow circle. Then under that, I can see that it was published in South Melbourne. I don't need the street. And then I can see that it was in 2016. So what I'm going to get you to do is copy this, have a look at this page, and I want you to go, like we did before, open up that under book, and I want you to put the author, the title, the year, the city, and the publisher in those fields. So going back again, we've got the title, which was Oxford Big Ideas Humanities. The author, we're going with Mark Easton. The publisher is Oxford University Press. The place is South Melbourne, and the year is 2016. This is what it should look like. If it didn't look like that, you need to go back and edit that. And what happens is, where it says Mark Easton, that will change later on. It'll have Easton, comma Mark. So you just type in Mark Easton. Don't worry too much about that. Then you would click OK. Now, if what you were looking at wasn't written by a particular author, but a company or a group, let's say NASA, and you didn't have an author, you click on corporate author and you put in the name of that group or those people that wrote that. So if Epping Secondary College had written something, you'd click on that and put Epping Secondary College in there. There are a whole lot of tips here that you can read later about before using, before going through websites, but I'm not going to go through that. It's too long. All right, so now we're going to give a go. Sorry, I'm mumbling. We're going to try and use a website here. So I want you to remember that we're not using Google or Kindle as the site. Yeah, so you have to go into the website that you got all the information from and use that one. So let's say we were looking at volcanoes and earthquakes. This here is a screenshot and the one on the right was down below, of a website, let's say, I used. So what I need to find here, I need to find an author, and I'm looking through and I can't really see a person's name, but I can see that Oregon State University wrote this as part of their group. And I can see on the right-hand side that it was also written in 2018 or copyrighted. So that's as much as I can get from that part of it. But the other things I need to know are what's the name of the site and what's the name of the web page. So right now I can tell you that the one that usually sits at the top is the website. So this one is Volcano World. So it's Oregon State University, but Volcano World. So that means the web page is how are volcanoes and earthquakes related. So you can see here, if you tried it, did yours look like that? So we've got corporate author. Remember I said that it's not a person's name. So we click on corporate author. We chose website and the type of source, and we put Oregon State University and the web page, the website, the year, and of course the URL that it was taken from. So the website link. Don't worry if you can't find the month or the day or the year, or if you can't find an author. I don't want you to stress about those things. Please don't message me saying I can't find those. If you can't, that's okay. As long as you've got the web page, the website and the URL, that's the most important. So before making your bibliography, you need to go to your to manage sources, and I want you to have a read of all of this. So you can see that on the left-hand side is your master list. So even if you closed your Word document down and forgot to save it, it doesn't matter. It sits there as long as you're using the same device. All right. But when you're ready to finish off your whole bibliography, what you're going to do is you're going to copy things from your master list into your current list. If it's already there in the current list, that's okay, yeah? So that's how you're going to make sure that it appears in your website. If you think you made a mistake, you can click edit and then you can fix those mistakes up later. So when you're ready to create your bibliography, you're going to click on Bibliography from the drop down, yeah, the first one. And what's going to happen is it's going to appear on your Word document the way it does here on the right-hand side near the bottom. So it's all in alphabetical order in the order that we require. Okay, pretty simple. So things to remember, that over here is your master list on the left, so always make sure they're in the current list. Remembering that if your Word document closes down, that's okay. So as you can see, things stay in your master list. So it's a good idea after every single time that you do your research, you do one of these. Don't leave them all to the end when you're trying to rush and do things and you make a big mess. So do them as soon as possible. Have them sitting in your master list. Then copy them over and then you're ready to do this. Okay, if you need any help at all, please send me a Zuno and I will do my best to answer your questions. I wish you luck. As I said, if you wanted to go into further detail, more where I really talk in length about it, there's another video on the Night Museum website. Okay, enjoy, guys.